Just a quick note that Verizon is still giving out $100 worth of Wulff Den apparel with every electronic purchase from this website linked in the description below. So make sure you capitalize on that before time runs out. There it is. No one's as excited as I am. Can I eat this guy's shoes like a real dog? Oh my god. Oh, he's so upset.
Bounce off this thing.
Wait, Pete! I'm gonna leave! I'm stuck! Oh, okay, hello.
And rolling.
Are we rolling? That's the Game Grumps thing.
So I was very excited about PHOGs, and I mentioned it in my video about the 2020 Nintendo Switch games that are coming out, and then they hit me up and they were like, hey, they were the first people to hit me up at PAX, and they said, hey, you coming to PAX? You want to check out PHOGs? And I was like, yeah, I want to check out PHOGs. So we made an appointment to check out PHOGs, but this idiot had an appointment also. So we decided we were going to combine appointments.
Unbeknownst to us, they decided to combine appointments. Because they're like, oh yeah, they're cool, they know each other, so like, let's just...
Oh, they also combined?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. His specific wording was like, you Nintendo Switch YouTubers, you're so incestuous.
Yeah, we played the PAX demo, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
So each player controls each head, and then there's one button that is bite, bark, and I think he said grab,
which I think is
also
kind of bite.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then the other button is to go long, to stretch out.
To be a long boy.
It can be played as a single player game, but it's much more fun as a multiplayer game. Single player kind of breaks your brain. It feels like that game, Brothers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're the only one that got to actually play single player at all.
Yeah, I played single player for a hot second just to see how it felt, and the simple puzzle was breaking my brain to try to
Yeah.
move the PHOGs each individually.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what exactly I was expecting, but it just felt really fluid, where it didn't feel like you were pulling me around all over the place, or like if we were going different directions, it would actually somehow still kind of bring us both, well, maybe not both the different directions, but it would sort of decide for us, like, you're just both going to go this way,
so
as opposed to like...
It kind of took the average of what direction we were going in. Like me and AJ were kind of pulling away from each other at a lot of points, but me and you were kind of like getting it that like, okay, this head wants to go this way, so then we would change, you know?
Yep.
So it kind of springs you together and then takes the average and goes to it. So like, if you're both going almost the same direction, it'll average to the middle. That's what it feels like anyway.
Yeah.
Even when the two heads don't agree, like eventually you'll figure it out and get it right. The communication is very important in the game. Like me and Parker were like pointing at stuff and being like, all right, you need to go over here, you need to do this.
Okay, so I'll grab this and then you fill the other side. Oh, they're just gonna eat that. Try to connect to that. Oh, it's coming out there.
Okay.
But the game doesn't have any in-game voice chat, so if you're playing online multiplayer, you can only communicate through emotes. And I would never be able to communicate half those puzzles through emotes, you know?
Right.
You'd have to both be able to figure it out and get it, and that would be a problem.
Yep.
But, I mean, we don't use in-game voice chat anyway. We use Discord. So it's not a problem for us. But it's a problem it might be a problem for other people.
We played the damn game we did, Bob.
We did.
There's speedrun tactics.
Oh, yes. So
Forgot about that.
me and AJ learned about how the bark button was also a slight jump button, and you can just go to town. So it's the bumpers, and if you're playing in multiplayer, the bumpers both do the
bark.
same thing. So you can just beep and you just bark rapid fire. And if you both bark at the same time, you kind of float. So we
And
were
you could just float across and we were just doing that every chance we got.
as people who speedrun this game are gonna be floating around. There's gonna be a lot of barking, and there's gonna be a lot of slingshotting. There's a lot. It's a very physics-based. Well, that's what it's called apparently.
Scoop. It's called physics dogs. Okay? Remember that.
Remember that. It's not exactly the most polished, but the weird game-breaking like slingshotting, and when you like elongate yourself and get stuck in stuff, it's like fun. It's like funny.
Yeah.
It's like almost. I mean, it's not as bad as Goat Simulator, but
It's like in that vein.
it's in that vein.
Of
yeah.
like that's the charm of it. Is
And
that-
they
Yeah.
even said too, which I appreciated. They're like, I mean, it's physics-based stuff. Like things are just gonna happen that we won't be able to predict, and that's fine. You know,
Yeah.
like we embrace the hilarity of it, and that's fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to stream it. It's gonna be a good time. It's
be
gonna be a good
great.
stream. We're gonna want to kill each other. It's gonna be great.
Those are the best streams.
Those are the best
That's true.
streams.
Best ones.
Best ones.
Twitch.tv/Wulff.
No more YouTube.
Can we get food now?
Okay, I'm rolling.
That was not good. But I also have no nostalgic connection with this game. In the very beginning, the animations were choppy, and that's why he didn't want James to film the screen. The first part looked completely unfinished. I'm not sure why they showed that first. But it's buggy, and they're saying it's coming out very soon, within the next few months, so I don't see that happening. It felt exactly like a PlayStation 2 game, and I asked if it was a remaster, and they said, no, it's a remake, ground-up remake. It felt like a PS2 game now. So.
You know what Benihana is?
Yeah, I do. Do you like it?
I mean, it's not bad.
If you need some hand sanitizer, I know these
Do you
guys.
know if there's one around here?
Maybe. Be down for some
Oh,
photos?
please.
What is? Oh, that's the Brazilian stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to go to that later?
Okay.
I'm down.
Why'd you mention hibachi?
You really got to
So
sanitize.
we got to stop it.
Sanitize for
It's a long
safety.
weekend.
Sanitize for the future. I'm getting a whiff of it now, and I want to vomit now.
I want to try a new segment with you too. So it's 30 seconds of interviews. So I'm going to tell a really bad story. They're just going to get bored. At the very end, I'm just going to go, laugh! Just like that. And it's going to force them to laugh. See? It's working. It works. Where are you?
I gotta get in the mood where I don't like you, so that I could be stone faced.
Tell, why don't you ask, Melvin, why don't you ask him a question?
All right, I'm asking, hey, Bob
Hey, how's it going?
All right, what's it like being in the shadow of Emotes?
Is that it? They said it's like that show, you know that Japanese game show? Where like you...
Most extreme elimination.
Yes. And then they made like Wipeout out of it. Ah, you bitch. Ah, you bitch. How are we looking? What? Are you out?
Yes.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ah! Come on!
You lost to the other side.
Oh, I'm sorry. What round did you make it to? I had a lot of fun in all the mini games. I just wish it was a Switch game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it belongs on Switch.
Yeah. So I was gonna wait online, but the line was way too long. So I was like, I mean, and also you play way more Doom than
I play a
ever played
lot
in my
more
life.
Doom than you.
Yeah. So how was it?
It was great.
I played the last Doom, but like a little bit. I didn't really play too much.
Right, yeah, you tried on the Switch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it plays amazing. Doom 2016, I felt like I was in control, especially in the beginning levels. This one is like, if you hold still, you're effed.
I remember seeing an interview with the developer, and they were saying how they realized there were certain weapons that people just leaned into, and it made it way too easy, like the super shotgun or something.
Oh, yeah.
It made people play the game not as intended. So this game is more like you can't stand still, and you can't lean on certain weapons to just tear through people.
Yeah, no.
You have to use everything that you have.
Yeah, this particular demo, like, because what White actually played is the full build of the game. They just said, like, you have 20 minutes, go.
Right.
There's very limited ammo capacity. So you have to jump between your chainsaw to refill your ammo. You have to make sure that you're doing the glory kills in order to keep your health up. Like, it felt much more balanced.
So there's a lot of juggling going on.
It's a lot of juggling.
So this comes out March 20th for everything but the Switch.
Yeah.
Do we know when the Switch one's coming out?
I don't think we know what the Switch one's coming out.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, well,
because March 20th, I'm playing Animal Crossing. I'm playing Animal Crossing with the Doom soundtrack.
Yeah, that's the best way to play it. Kind of hoping that when the Switch version's released, that either a little bit of Doom leaks into Animal Crossing or a little Animal Crossing leaks into Doom.
Oh, okay. I can't see Nintendo playing.
I don't either.
That, yeah. I can see Bethesda doing a small nod, maybe like a fishing pole somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't see them putting a whole character in.
No. I can imagine like Animal Crossing maybe putting the Doomslayer helmet in there.
That would be nuts.
That would be crazy.
But I don't know about that. By the way, we're at the Bethesda party, and they have Doom set up to play here, and they gave us like free alcohol and stuff.
That's cool.
That's why it's so loud. But there were a lot more people here before, and that's why I did not get online. But it's like over.
So
Go home.
And
We're
then,
all done.
We'll be here tomorrow. I'm not gonna say anything. I wanted you to like. Oh. Yeah. So I played that last year, Super Meat Boy Forever, and it's in development forever. And they said it was coming. It was supposed to come out at the end of the month, but they were delaying it an extra month. And now it's the next year. And there it is again. We haven't seen any trailers or anything. That's just a random man. That's not Super Meat Boy. We haven't seen anything about it basically since the last PAX, and they haven't had any announcements or anything about when it's going to come out or what's happening with the game or why it's delayed. But there it is. And they did another booth. So I guess it's still a thing. I was getting really nervous about it. What I played was the full build. I don't know what else they needed to change. It felt complete. But I guess watch the last year's PAX video if you want to know more about Super Meat Boy Forever, because I'm not going to play it again. It's the same freaking game. That game was sick. Unfortunately, I have a feeling it's going to come out for PC and Steam first, and then consoles later, and Switch probably sometime around then too. But I know I'm only going to play it on Switch, but I want to play it as soon as possible because that was a lot of fun. That's going to be definitely a good stream game. I'll be honest, I mostly play everything on Nintendo Switch. That's mostly where our channel is. So that's where I'm going to play this. So that's what I'll be waiting for.
So you can send Kirk Scott a little message, the Nintendo Wii portfolio guy, and say, have a discussion with Chris King about 30XX. He will say, Chris King, goddammit, stop telling people.
It's just Mega Man X or Zero, but procedurally generated. Some of the abilities are also randomized, so that makes it different every time you play. And it's freaking multiplayer. It's multiplayer Mega Man X. That's amazing. That's going to be a lot of fun to play with people on stream. But I'm probably going to be waiting a long time. I know the original 20XX was in beta for like years. The original 20XX had like some sort of unpolishedness. It was like a little bit of, it had like a tinge of Flash game, or the art style just wasn't there, or the animations just felt weird. But this was, they absolutely nailed the movement and the art style. I mean, he was just saying how it's the guy from Chasm, so that's why it's so beautiful. But that sells it for me. I'm all in, but we'll have to probably wait like a year for it to come out. Very good, but apparently it's out, and I never knew it came out. Marked, Dragon Marked for Death. It felt Castlevania-y, but it wasn't at all. It felt like a mix between Castlevania and like Gunvolt. That was pretty cool. I have to give it a shot. And it's got local multiplayer. See, I hate when they do this. That's just the promotional art. Why wouldn't they open the art book up to art that we haven't seen before? I've seen that already. I don't want to see that again. Okay. I guess I'm getting that. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I was expecting.
Should I not go to my Final Fantasy appointment? Because I'm more excited for this.
Honestly.
All right. Okay.
And action.
Come on. We don't have time.
I hate when he does
You have
that.
5 seconds.
I never got a damn email from Yacht Club like I did last year.
Well, they never sent out an email. They were on another list.
And they were like at the bottom
They were
of
at
the
the
list.
bottom of the list. Oh, by the way, Shovel Knight's here. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go check
So
this
anyway,
out.
I just piggybacked off of yours.
Yeah, that's fine.
I wanted to play Cyber Shadow because I heard it was another level that we didn't get to play in the last year.
I never played Cyber Shadow.
I didn't even give you the controller. I just took it
Fine.
from you.
No, it's fine. I was cool with that.
We also don't have a lot of time. We have to run to Square Enix.
Yeah.
So we just jumped right to the second stage, the new stage.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't remember the second stage the last time I played. I remember I got to the boss. So it was easier. This was harder.
Yeah.
And plus, I didn't get to play the easy level first.
To get back into it?
Yeah, I didn't get back into it. But overall, like I said to the guy, it's Ninja Gaiden inspired, but it feels like way more, it feels way smoother, it feels way faster, and even though it's only 2 buttons, you still have a lot of abilities that you can do. This was my, I think, most anticipated game of the last PAX.
Really?
And I think they delayed it until this year. So it's now, again,
Now it's again this year?
another, it's up there. I mean, PAX isn't over yet.
Did you play The Messenger?
Yes.
So what do you think of, because people were comparing it.
I mean, yeah, because they're basically the same.
Yeah.
What I loved about The Messenger was the same thing. It was a very simple game, but it just threw mechanics on top of itself. So by the end, it became super complex, but you already learned the abilities one at a time very slowly, and the level design utilized the abilities really well to drill them into your head and then to use them to beat the level. So by the end of the game, you're flying between all the different abilities. I don't know how this is going to be like that. This feels a lot closer to Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
Like The Messenger was definitely Ninja Gaiden inspired.
Sure.
And a little bit of Shinobi. But this is straight up a Ninja Gaiden game.
Yeah.
Just smoother.
Totally.
And even the power-ups are like very much the same. It's not as hard as Ninja Gaiden because there's no life
yeah,
system.
yeah,
You just
lives.
go right back to the beginning of the level, which is fantastic. But then we also played Shovel Knight Dig, which is probably the most important game that they had there.
That was cool. I love that.
That was a lot of fun. So I'm still unclear if it's a sequel to Shovel Knight or if it's an offshoot, because it's 16-bit. And I feel like they did that on purpose. It's made by a third party. It's made in cooperation with a different developer, but it's published by Yacht Club.
And you can tell that Shovel Knight looks different. Like I noticed immediately that he was a darker shade of blue.
Right. And the whole dig aspect. It's not, I mean, it's still a 2D game, but it's not the same sort of platformer. I was thinking maybe they were trying to just throw a new mechanic in, but it felt like a completely different game. It's still really good.
No,
I still liked it a lot.
Like it's very fast paced, which I think is really cool about it too. How you're constantly moving down. And the one thing I think we both agreed on though is that you can't automatically go down. You have to dig.
You can't smash down like you can when you smash on enemies.
Yeah.
I understand that a little bit because then you could smash down to your death if you go too fast.
Sure.
But they said that there would be an ability later on that will make you do that. Yeah. That's another thing. It's a 16-bit game, or it's inspired by 16-bit sprites.
Yeah.
And there's more happening on screen, so to me it's not NES inspired, it's SNES inspired.
Yeah.
But there's still only 2 buttons on the whole controller that you use.
It's directional and then your A.
A and B.
A and B, yeah.
So, or A and B if it was an NES controller. So that's another reason why I think that it's not the next Shovel Knight game, because the next one they'd want to make it like an SNES game and use more of the controller.
And what was the other one called?
Pocket Dungeon.
Yeah.
So Pocket Dungeon is like a puzzle. It's the one that they just announced like a week ago. It's a puzzle. What do they call it?
It's like puzzle platformer. Like
no. Puzzle dungeon crawler, because it has dungeon in the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do that again?
Because it has dungeon in the title. It was good. It was super weird and super hard.
Yeah. I died immediately.
Yeah. So it's like Bejeweled, I guess.
Yeah.
But you're Shovel Knight and you're in the Bejeweled air, like you're in the puzzle.
Yeah.
And if you bump against an enemy, you trade blows. So you both take damage every time you bump into an enemy.
Yeah.
Unless you kill the enemy, then you don't take damage.
Yes, the last strike is only that person getting.
Yes. So Shovel Knight has a health meter. So every time you hit an enemy, you lose a life. And you have 5 lives.
Yeah.
So the whole time you need to farm for potions. You need to beeline it to all the potions, or else you're not going to make it. It's good, and I feel like puzzle people are going to love it. And we didn't get to do any of the overworld stuff. There's other stuff in the game.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to play that. It was fun.
But originally I thought that was going to come out for mobile, and that's what everyone was talking about.
So they didn't say whether or
what it
not.
was.
They didn't announce consoles yet. It was running on a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
That's all they would say. But I think it's definitely going to come out on mobile in some form. And if it does, I might play it there.
Yeah, I would too.
All right, we got to run to Square Enix right now.
Yeah, let's go.
And pretend like we didn't just film this afterwards.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know why this was thrusted upon me, but I was given an award to give out. I don't know why. I don't know who this is. They emailed me and they asked if I was willing to give out an award. And I said, yeah, okay, I'll give an award out. And they said, will you pay for it? And I said, no, I don't know you. And they said, okay, here it is anyway. So here it is. I don't know why this honor was bestowed on me, but I was given an award to give out for the best of the show.
Oh my
and
God.
you're my best of show.
Oh my God. Oh, man, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you sent somebody else our way earlier. I have
Yes.
this card. I forgot the gentleman's name.
I was telling everybody.
Oh.
So it could have been
much.
anybody. Yeah, no problem, man. Say goodbye to PAX. Bye, PAX. Bye. You said dad. I said hi, Dad. Bye,
Oh my gosh, is this for the Wulff Den?
Oh, really?
I hate that channel. Beat 'em ups rip off.